Tom has contributed to our chapter at the highest level by his efforts. However, he has contributed so much more by his care of our community. And so it is with great pride that I ask you to join me in recognition of Tom and his ability to wholeheartedly give in this world as we present him the 2015 IIDA Northern California Distinguished Achievement Award.
Well, after that, I should probably just say thank you. Get off the stage and sit down. Thank you very much. Thank you to the members of the IIDA who thought this was a good idea. You could have chosen someone else, but you chose me, and I'm glad about that. For the IIDA, this really wonderful gift is almost redundant because the IIDA really has given me so much already. It's given me a sense of our community. It gave me a sense of what I can contribute to our community, what we all can contribute and make a difference, because we have an amazing, amazing group of people here in San Francisco. I've gotten so much. If nothing else, it brought Cheryl Durst into my life, and I will always be grateful for that. Very, very grateful. But there's so more. So I really urge you to get involved with the IIDA, especially you designers. The voice of the IIDA is as strong as the members who are in the IIDA. And if ever there was a time right now for the voices to be heard, it's now. We know things are changing as far as the way we do business and the way that the things are being required of us, and all our voices should be heard. All right, I got into this thing, this whole amazing profession, probably unlike a lot of you. With me, it started with picking up a guy in a bar and going home with him. Now, at that point in my life, I picked up a lot of guys and went home with them, but in this case, a couple girls there too. In this case, the guy was the director of interiors for Robinson Mills and Williams, and I learned a lot from this guy. The best thing about it is that 36 years later, I still get to go home with him every night. Yeah. I even married the guy. So, Mr. Andrew Belshner, the best of my life is because of you. And thank you for sharing this world with me, and it's changed everything in my life. So thank you, honey, and I'll never stop thanking you for that. So, Delago. Now, I made these notes too small. I can't read it. Okay, so a lot has happened in the last 36 years since Andrew and I walked out of that discotheque on Washington Street. It was a discotheque, that's how long this story was. It's now a Chinese church. Okay, how the times have changed. Okay, so a lot has happened in that time. A lot has happened in the last 10 years. What the tech revolution has done to the world is amazing, and it ain't gonna change, it ain't gonna go back. It's changed forever. For the people in this room, don't undervalue the contribution that you've made to that change. And I mean literally, don't undervalue it. Don't undervalue your fees. Don't undervalue your place at the table. Don't undervalue the importance of design. Design is not a commodity sold to the lowest bidder. Designers are not administrators of somebody else's Pinterest page either. You're designers. Use your voice. Use your voice. The best way to get your voice is to start by listening. Listening really carefully to what the people around you are saying. It's the stuff that will inform where you need to go in being strong and committed to what you're saying. I know for some designers, that's a little awkward because you're not always the ones who want to talk about what you do, you'd rather just do it. But it's part of the deal. We were at dinner last night, okay, I'll use this line. There's an old line. It's as the prostitute said. It's not the work, it's the stairs. Think about that one, okay? Okay. Now, I know that there have been conversations in the IIDA around all this, not about prostitutes, but about the stuff that we have to do to make this work. I very much encourage the IIDA to keep going on with those conversations and just spread it out as strong as possible. The strength we have is that we are an amazing community, and our community crosses all lines. Unlike Donald Trump, we don't want to put walls around each other. We want to make rooms where everyone's welcome and everybody's voice is included. And let's keep talking to each other. I was coming over here today and I met this lovely young woman who just started with Pivot, and she said, "Oh, you're my competition." I said, "No, I'm not. We're members of a community. We have to get past this competition thing. We have to share information with all of us. It makes all of our standards higher. It makes us better people if we're all talking about the issues that are involving us and frustrating us and not leading us to a higher place as far as design goes." Okay, I've only got 4 minutes, so that's the end of my homily for this morning, but I can obviously go on. 3 thank yous, and I'm off the stage. First of all, thank you to Bill Watson. Bill, thank you for my job. Thank you for letting me come to work every day and be exactly who I am. Thank you for the time when I foolishly almost left CRI and you told me that you would shoot me in the back if I tried to leave the room. And thank you for being an example to all of us of someone who treats everybody with kindness and respect and a sense of humor, and not because it's good for employee morale, but it's just a better way to go through life. Also, Bill is a past recipient of this award as well, so I'm sure when we get back to the office, he'll want to compare and see who's bigger. And since he signs my paycheck, I will assure him this is much better. I know that. Faye Irving, a big thank you to you. The last 15 years would be really pretty dull without you. And all that we've shared, you were one of the handful of people I know I could always go to, and we could talk about what was really going on and how we can make it better. And it's just been an absolute delight, my dear. Thank you. To my nieces and nephews out there, thank you for letting me hear your stories. And thank you for letting me be your Uncle Tom, or Uncle Tommy, when it was needed, and you needed a little push or a little advice. That gives my heart more meaning than you'll ever know. And it may be the real reason why I'm doing all this stuff. So thank you to all my nieces and nephews of all ages out there, and brothers and sisters. Okay, at this point, I know Charles Rickey is sitting there saying, "Get off the stage, you old man." And Louis Shump is probably saying, "Oh Christ, now he's going to say how much he loves everybody." Well, they're both right. And Cheryl Durst is sitting next to me, and I don't know why.
So, on Gene Hanson's timeline, and nobody does a timeline like Gene Hanson. Hello, Thurlow. And on the timeline it says Cheryl Durst pops up on stage. So I couldn't let an opportunity go by without saying congratulations to the person in my house that I call my second husband. All apologies to Andrew. But on behalf of probably the most phenomenal design community on the face of the earth, I want to say thank you, and I love you. Of all of the leaders' breakfasts all over the world, never has there been a city that has separately honored such an amazing couple. So there's a matched pair of leaders in one beautiful home, and San Francisco is all the better for it.
Oh, thank you.
Now you get that. Thank you very much.